Gary, what is FTX?
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, the public being left in line at the bankruptcy courts. We've seen this story before.
Yes, I got it right on Jeopardy, baby. Thank you very much. I got $1,000 for the right answer. Welcome everyone to OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome. It has been a fantastic Friday with just a ton of news. Guys, today we're going over some of the craziest news stories out there. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about crypto.com, what is happening with Coinbase, Gary Gensler, everything going on here, lawsuits flying like crazy, and the government trying to squeeze us out so their big boys over in the banking system can take over. All right. But before we get into all of that, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I know I'm going to waste this 5 seconds. We have another breaking crazy story. Who made Bitcoin? Roll it, Raul.
Tell me more. I said, and I think the US government and the UK government invented it, which is the NSA and the GCHQ in the UK, who are the two world centers of cryptography. Because even how the white paper's written, it's
you think
this
transatlantic?
Satoshi? Yes.
Wait. Can you rewind
Always
that
have.
for one more second? Say that again.
Transatlantic. Yes.
Do you think the government made Bitcoin? And he says yes. Let's keep listening here for another 20 seconds.
Always have. And I asked the Department of Defense. They said, yeah, we've considered that too. That they seeded
it was
experiments.
Official, or it was just people from that went rogue?
I don't think it's necessarily a rogueness. I think like Google have like Google X, where they do tons of experiments, right? They know that one of the esoteric risks for the entire Western system is the issue of money. So there's probably groups of people who are given things to try. And if you can seed a new system, maybe they tried 100 of these and just one succeeded. We don't know. But it would make sense.
Wow. Drop that bomb. Now, over the years, you've never heard him say it, but he did say that he always have felt that way. And now he's saying that there's an official in the Department of Defense that whether they were there now or there then or whatever, it's not clear. But my Lord, it's been speculated that the government either here in the United States or China, or now he's saying in England as well as America, have made Bitcoin. And that's why it's the most manipulated asset of all time. And, making up some guy's name, Nakamoto, doesn't make any sense, does it? It's a ghost that's out there. 13, he's 13 years old, or Bitcoin's 13 years old. Nothing makes sense here. And you have all these maxis going, look at all the money I make, and it's crazy what's going on. There is no utility out of Bitcoin except for scamming the public. It is so manipulated. It is ridiculous. They put it on exchanges, they wash trade it all day long. They turn around, they yank it off of exchanges, and then when there's only a little bit on there, simply someone goes on and they sell a couple of million. They prepare to sell a couple of million coins. They short it, sell the coins, boom. Then turn around after it goes down. They turn around and what do? They buy it back up. They get the short, make all the money on the short, then turn around, start buying it all back up, and then do a long on it and come right back up on it. Look at Bitcoin. Even the guys that I know that do technical or TA on it just can't get it right most of the time. It is just all over the place. And yeah, I know there's some TA guys, oh, they're perfect. Bullshit. It doesn't make sense. All right, let's jump on to the next one. Thank you, digital asset investor. We were on last night listening to Troomers. Now, we just showed earlier this week, there were several different evaluations of XRP, and those were astronomical. I'm not here to argue those prices, but I want to know why they came up with those evaluations. Here, listen into last night's Spaces by Tremors and Mr. I.
That give rise for damages? Are you like, let's go, Jimmy. Are you just stirring people up, or are you planning to bring a lawsuit?
It's a good question. Certainly, they could be used as a basis for starting the damages conversation.
Boom. So the 6 different evaluations that we showed earlier this week that were astronomical, they are there to be used somewhere down the road. Now, I know that when you sue the government, there's a good chance you're going to lose, and there are several there is different guidelines in which you can't, unless there was manipulation. And we're going to find out here really fast. There's 2 avenues that's going to happen. Number 1, the him and emails. Number 2, the FOIA requests from God, what is her name? Not Molly Elmore, who's on this, Ashley Prosper, about what the SEC communicated with the Ethereum network, with Vitalik, and with Joe Lubin, because there are a lot of videos there. There's a lot of emails there, and there is a ton of emails that include anyone at the SEC with JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon's crew, about XRP as well, and Ripple. So they've been very resistant. The SEC's been resistant about giving those up, and it's been a nightmare. So as Ashley Prosper said, I am suing them straight up. We're suing to get the information, because that's the only way that the FOIA request can be absolutely forced upon the SEC. The SEC is now turning into a complete bunch of crooks, and it's starting to come out little by little. All right, let's jump into the next one. Here we go. Here's the domino effect, and I'm going to go over these real quick, of what Gary Gensler's doing. And it's funny that he knows that next week he's going to be running into those him and emails that he hid and was told to hand over to Ripple and to us 7 different times. 7 times, Gary. You fought it so hard, so there must be something fantastic. But here's his lawsuit, and this is the consequence for you users out there who he's supposed to protect. All you people out there in the world that like crypto. It says Binance US halts dollar deposits, Robinhood delists tokens after SEC crackdown. Here it is. Crypto.com to suspend U.S. institutional exchange. Holy shit. Robinhood to delist Cardano, Polygon, and Solana tokens. Guys, this is real. If they want to go and limit how much USD that you can go and spend and move between your bank account and the exchanges, and the SEC is knocking on everyone's door, and they're forcing, or they're threatening all these different banks about utilizing going back and forth of USD. And this is the ridiculousness of it all. It's never been a free market. It's all about politics. And that's all it's about. It's to take their buddies in high places and put them in the best situation, and then drown retail out until only a few of us are left, and then watch this asset class explode, and you will see the trillions of dollars rush in, because this is the future and they all know it. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. It has been a crazy, crazy day. Listening to Gary, listening to Raul Paul. I mean, we already all have our ideas who we think that, who invented Bitcoin. And again, it's not a single person. It is a group of people and they have handsomely, absolutely made out on this. And I bet you there's many, many US government agencies that have really crushed it out there for their backroom deals. All right, guys, thank you very much. You have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you on Monday.